Welcome to this sample day of training from Range of Motion Individualized Programming. We start each training day with pre-exercise dynamic movements, identifying the movements that we're going to be performing in the exercises for that day and moving the body dynamically through those ranges. Moving then straight onto onto pre-exercise mobilization work, which is where we identify structures that may be tight and do some PNF or release techniques to prepare the body for movement. You can see with all of the movements that we have here, there is a detailed video library which is going to demonstrate the execution of each of these movements to ensure that our athletes and individuals are super well prepared for the movements of that day. From there onto pre-exercise activation work, where we turn on underactive structures, again to create strong, safe and efficient movement for that day's training. The individual will then build to their working weights and full movements, and now we move into the programming or training for that day. The first piece is a relative strength session. Your relative strength is your ability to use your body weight, as the resistance, and to be able to move your body weight through space. You can see this individual in this day's training has got as their relative strength session strict bar dips and strict chest to bar pull-ups, if possible with weight added, if not with the smallest amount of assistance used as that athlete is able to. You can also see very detailed session notes here for each of the sessions that we program. This example here, we look at things like the programming science, why we do what we do, the reasoning behind that day's training, health and body composition benefits, performance benefits strategy, how that session should feel, scaling guidelines, and some common mistakes. We jump back now to that day's training. The next piece of training for the day is a moderate loaded conditioning session. A moderate loaded conditioning session takes a weight at about 60% of the individual's max. We perform it for high reps to not only get some benefit from localized muscular stamina and strength, but also cardiorespiratory endurance and work capacity. This is a very efficient way to train multiple elements of fitness in a very short amount of time. Again, you can see the demonstration videos here. In this case, the front rack alternating lunge, which talks the individual through how to perform each of the exercises in each of the sessions that we program. From there, moving on to an EIP. What is an EIP? An exercise improvement program. This is a series of very short 5-minute training sessions that we just tape on the end of each day's training to improve a movement that we've either identified as a weakness or maybe a particular focus in a certain block or cycle of training. This individual wants to improve their iron cross. They want to be able to hang between a set of rings with their arms straight. So you can see this short 5-minute piece to help to improve their ability to perform this movement. At the end of that day's training, post-exercise stabilization work to turn on any of those structures which weren't active during the session. And finally, post-exercise mobilization work, again with a comprehensive video library here. These exercises will help to release any of those structures that are overactive or tight, to ensure that next time those movements are completed in training, the body is more able to perform them safely and effectively.